Hello students, welcome to Nilagiri Degree and PG College YouTube channel. In previous video, we discussed what is the syllabus of computer science paper 5 programming in Java. So in programming in Java, there are 3 units. The first chapter is the fundamentals of Java. So today we will discuss first topic, what is the history of Java. Java is a programming language. Before Java, we already discussed about C language, C++. So why we need to study another new programming language? We'll discuss. So generally, Java is a object-oriented programming language. Java is an object-oriented programming language which was developed by James Gosling and his team at Sun Microsystems in 1991. In the early of 1991, Java was initially developed. Java is an object-oriented programming language. It was developed by James Gosling and his team at Sun Microsystems. So actually, why they invented Java programming language? So actually, Sun Microsystems got a project in 1989. They got a project 1989. The project was to develop a software for electrical appliances. They got a project for developing a software for electrical appliances. That means electrical appliances means just like remote, fan, refrigerator, washing machine. Those are electrical appliances, electrical consumer goods, you can say that. So for these electrical devices, we require a software. So to develop that software, which programming language has to use? To develop a software for electrical appliances, we need one programming language. Which programming language is suitable? Up to that one, there is a C language and C++ programming language. Can you use C language or C++? But the team suggested that. So at that time, a team was famous. The team is called as we used to say the Green Team. The team was headed by James Gosling. To develop the software for electrical appliances, one team was formed. The team is called as the Green Team. The team head was James Gosling. The James Gosling stated that the existing programming languages C and C++ not efficient to develop the software for electrical appliances because these two programming languages are machine dependent. These two programming languages are machine dependent. Machine dependence means in C and C++, whenever we compile a program, the compiler generates directly an object code that is understandable to that physical machine only. That means this is our system. Here I developed the C language program. I compile the C language program. Whenever you compile the C language program, an object file will be generated. This object file is understandable to the machine that have the same operating system, same processor of this machine. Actually, for example, I compiled a program on Windows 7 platform operating system. For example, Intel i3 processor. Then these object file can be executed only on the machine where the processor is i3 operating system. For example, I have operating system 10. Now this object file cannot be executed here. So this object file is understandable to the only this machine only. It is not understandable to this machine. That's why it is called as a machine dependent. That means C language and C++ compilers generates a machine dependent object code. But this machine dependent object code cannot be used for the electrical appliances. So why? Because, for example, I developed a remote. So the remote cannot be fixed to a TV. Cannot dependent on the TV. So once I develop a company of the mobile remote that can be worked with any type of any platform, any version of TV. So that means that must be a machine independent. But C language and C++ are the machine dependent programming languages. By using these programming languages, we cannot develop machine independent softwares. We cannot develop machine independent software. When the software is not machine independent, automatically, when the programming language is machine dependent, automatically the electrical appliances may be dependent on a particular machine. So that our C language and C++ not suitable for developing the software. So to develop the software, first of all, how to invent a new software. To develop the software for electrical appliances, we need to develop a new programming language initially. So the idea of new programming was released in 1991. The name was Oak. The name was Oak. So to develop the software, these applications, to develop the software, these electrical items, we need a new programming language. First, they invented the new programming language in 1991. The name was given as a Oak. The name was given as, so generally the Oak means in a USA it is a country name. Oak is a name of the country. So that was released in 1991 by James Goulding. But the Oak was already named for the other programming languages. There is a problem of patent problem in the USA at that time. So ultimately, in the period of 1992 and 1993, it was named as a Java. It was named as a Java. So why it was named as a Java? Is there any full form of JAVA? Actually, there is no full form of JAVA. Java. So why is the name as a actually Java? What do you mean by Java? We may use the word Ragi Java like that. So in the USA, Java is the name of coffee center. So generally, when the name of the work was in the problematic, there is a patent issue. The team sat at a coffee center. They used to take in the coffee and they started how to name for the new programming language. The hope was already used by other persons. Now what to be the name for this programming language? So the person James Goulding stated it as our new programming language given strength to develop these electrical applications. Because of our programming language, we have developed the electrical appliances software successfully. So that generally the Java team, Java coffee also gives a strength to the human beings. So that we will also name this programming language as a Java. So that the Java programming language was named just as a coffee. The name of the coffee is Java in USA. So it is also named as a Java. So this is the historical background of the Java programming language. In the 1995, the first programming version, Java 1.10 was released for public purpose. Up here only they are used for the electrical, their own purpose. Java 1.0 1995 written for the public purpose. So this is a historical background of the Java programming. So it is a Java 1.0. So later different versions came, Java 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.6, present to 1.9 is also running. In our lab we are using 1.6. Now, sir, how Java was successful to develop electrical applications? We have stated that C and C++ are the machine dependent. How Java was machine independent? Java was machine independent programming language because of a concept of Java virtual machine. In a Java programming language, there is a machine called as a Java virtual machine. Because of this virtual machine, Java programming language is a machine independent. Machine independent. Because of JVM, Java is a machine independent. Or you can see also that platform independent. You can say platform independent or machine independent. How? Now we will see. So generally in C language or in C++, whenever we compare a program, it will directly generate an object code that is understandable to the machine. Physical machine, that is directly for processor. Physical machine means processor. In C or C++, whenever you compile the programming language, it will generate an object code. That is understandable to the physical machine. Physical machine means processor. But in Java, whenever we compile a programming, in Java, whenever we compile a program, the compiler generates a code called as a bytecode. Whenever we compile a Java program, whenever we compile a Java program, compiler generates a bytecode. This bytecode is understandable to a machine. Which type of machine? Virtual machine, which is not physical machine. It is not a processor. It is understandable by a machine called as a virtual machine. That virtual machine is called as a Java virtual machine. Again, we have to interpret this program. Again, we have to interpret this program. Now, whenever we interpret the program, the object code will be generated. That means whenever we compile a Java program, the compiler does not give object code directly. The compiler gives only bytecode. This bytecode is understandable to the machine. So this machine is called as a virtual machine, imaginary machine. This imaginary machine is a software component. That is a machine, Java virtual machine, that is a software that is installed in our system. So now this JVM will interpret the program and generate the object code. That means in Java, to develop a program, we have to use two things. One is compiler, another one is interpreter. In C language and C++, just compile the program and run the program. Here also, you compile the program, you run the program. But whenever we compile the program, object code does not generate, only bytecode will be generated. During the runtime, when you are running the program, the interpreter will convert this bytecode into object code and directly executes. This interpreter converts this bytecode into object code and executes directly. So, in Java programming language, there are both two translators are there. One is compiler and interpreter. There are the two translators. One is the compiler and interpreter. We have already studied the first set types of programming language. In that case, we have studied two topics. One is the translators. There are the two translators, compiler and interpreter. The compiler converts source program, that means English language code into object code. Here same interpreter also convert the English code into machine understandable format. Both are translated. So but here Java compiler cannot translate into object code. The Java compiler can translate into bytecode. Now this bytecode can be carried to any machine. Can be carried to any machine. That means, for example, I developed compile this program in i3 processor of system. Now this bytecode, I taken this bytecode into another system which was i5 processor. It is executable here if there is a JVM. There is a JVM. That means if there is a Java software in the system, automatically JVM, this program will be executed. So the main concept is that here write once, run many times, run anyway. Write once. This is the main motto for developing the Java programming language. So this is the main motto. Because presently, mostly we are using the computers for internet purpose. So, see, for example, checking your results. When you are checking your results, just you are entering your ordinate number, automatically result is displayed. So, what happened background? Where the program is executed? In your mobile or in the server? Actually, the data is gathered from the server. The program is running your system. So your program is running your mobile. If your friend check result, the same program is running in your friend mobile. If I check the result, same program is running my computer also. That means the same program is running anyway. But they are developed only one time in the university server system. So that is the right ones. So today the Java given the most boosting for internet applications. The Java given the most boosting for the internet application, so that the Java is more suitable for internet. The Java is more suitable for internet because of only Java is a machine independent. The Java can be used for machine independent, so the Java is more suitable for the internet applications. So this is the JVM. Okay, so simple. JVM means it is a virtual machine that can understand the bytecode. JVM means here it is a virtual machine that can understand the bytecode that was generated by Java compiler. JVM is a machine that can understand bytecode that was generated by Java and gives direct executable code. So this is the JVM. So this is a main concept of the Java system. So okay. So next if you go for any programming language, first we have to listen the main. First of all, discuss the main concept, just as data types, next operators, next looping statements, and what is how to start the Java program. So in the next class, we see what are the data types in Java programming language. Then we can go to the how to start a new program. Okay. So just listen to the video. Just write the rough notes. Just running notes, prepare the running notes. Okay.